Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, I'm hiding out in my Longhorn. My beautiful truck. It took me 36 years to get this truck. It was a nice little gift to myself when I got out of the oil field, the Alberta oil and gas industry. And yeah, now today, I'm kind of using it as a escape. I've had to basically reinvent my life because, you know, you think, oh yeah, one little video a week shouldn't be hard, but it is. It's really hard. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy. My children drive me crazy. I'm like, but you know what? I do have the weight of the world on my shoulders, and only my shoulders, and it's not easy. So I'm the mom, I'm the dad, I'm the cook, I'm the caregiver, I'm the teacher, I'm the mechanic and the carpenter, and you know, I can't just slack off. I can't stop. I can't rest. You know, I have to keep going. I don't have a choice. Number one, I have to be able to put a roof over our heads and food in our mouths. My sole responsibility. Nobody else's. That's a weight. But I don't even get a break. I don't have anything. And that's so important, to be able to have peace and, you know, recharge yourself. So I've had to kind of reinvent my life, reinvent myself and what's going on with my kids, because, you know, my first two children, my oldest two, who are almost 19 and 17, they are way different. All of them are way different, but my youngest two, who are almost 8 and 3.5, they're a little harder on me. You know, I did the whole alone thing with the older two as well, but they weren't quite as feisty as these little guys. They're my gray-haired children for sure, all the way. So, you know, I basically had to reinvent the way I was doing things. So, you know, my little guy, he's like so miserable. Come, you know, after lunch, basically, that was it. After we had lunch, he was just grumpy as a little bugger as they come, and trouble. So I was like, yeah, we really need to kind of think about what I'm gonna do about this, you know? We, like how I say we, but it's a nice way to put it, is we instead of I. But it makes me feel better anyway. So anyway, I just decided, perfect. Every day after lunch, we're gonna go for a drive. And as soon as we get driving, he falls asleep. All of a sudden, we have peace and quiet and no little bugger destroying things. So he sleeps, and it's not too long then, so it's not, I can kind of get him to fall asleep basically at the exact time I want him to, so it's not interfering with the time he goes to sleep at night, which then interferes with my life and my peace and my sanity time, basically. So I've implemented that into my life. Now, with that has come the ability to give me more time to make these videos as well. So it's basically, you know, just rearranging things. I didn't have to get stuck in that same spot. You know, that's not what I did every day, but that's not what worked anymore. So I had to rethink what actually worked. And that's not any different with anything, you know? It could be anything in life, anything to do with business, not necessarily parenting or business, but just anything, you know? Even all the things that I tell you guys to do, it takes time. Like, I couldn't even tell you guys everything all at once. You know, I try to keep it more to the point, one thing at a time, like no overload. But on top of that, if you choose to want to implement these things into your life, it takes time. You know, my days of going after lunch and getting the baby to sleep and then making a video, and that it wasn't as easy the first time. But after a few times now, after a week now of doing this, everything is so much better, smoother, happier. Life in general has kind of built up a little bit of a rhythm of smoothness, you know, which is exactly what I needed. I needed something that would be able to give me that peace and quiet without trying to isolate myself in my room or outside somewhere on my deck playing Panda Pop. I don't know. I just needed to find something else. I had to do something else because what I was doing right now wasn't working. What do you guys think of that? What I'm doing right now isn't working. But I hear so many whiners, you know, probably some of you listening to this right now are whiners. Oh, I'm just telling it to you straight. You know, you just whine about your lives. You whine about this. You whine about your job. You whine about how it is too far to work. You whine that the street lights aren't bright enough. And you whine that your kids. And you whine that your husband. And you whine this and whine everything. But do nothing to make it better. And you wonder why tomorrow is exactly the same way as it was today and yesterday. Because you've not been reinventing yourself, changing, going with the flow. Everything changes every single day. Who we are today is not who we are tomorrow. Everything changes. So why on earth would you think for 1 second that what worked yesterday is necessarily going to work today? So it didn't necessarily work that way for me. It's never worked that way for me. I've always feel like I am in a state of thinking of something new, thinking of something better, without, you know, beating myself up like I'm not good enough. It's not in that way at all. It's trying to find the best ways to make my life easier, to make my life happier, and in turn, those around me. So, reinvent your life. Go with the flow. Be prepared to change the plan. Because it could be plan A today, but plan B tomorrow, but plan B is now plan A. You know, it's all about kind of like embracing the flow of life and being prepared for whatever it gives you. And it's really how you handle it, how you come out of it, how you deal with it. That's all of it that matters. So if I have a problem, I am like thinking in my brain, I'm going to figure this out. I know I'm a problem solver. I can figure out anything. And if I can't figure it out, guaranteed I have a great support group around me and great people, the internet, social media, you know, everyone can help. And if we all even work together or we're open to somebody else's ideas even, it could really benefit our own lives and give us more peace and more time and more everything, just to kind of like not get stuck. Don't be afraid to do something different, because obviously if you're there, it's not working. So try something different and see if that works. And, you know, who knows? Maybe you'd be really surprised at how much happier you are just by trying something different. So, anyway, guys, you have a wonderful day and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next week.